guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Portuguese newspapers are reporting that Liverpool are going to start negotiating for the signing of Matheus Nunes, the Sporting midfielder, according to newspaper Correio da Manhã. It's actually a surprising story because it looks like Liverpool will make him priority for this season, and Liverpool, it's well publicized that we want to sign a midfielder, so we will take a deep look at what Matheus Nunes could provide to Liverpool, why Liverpool are interested in him. So if you are enjoying these videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And it is claimed that despite the signings already made by Liverpool this summer, Klopp has identified Nunes as a player that Liverpool need, and they will advance the negotiations according to the Portuguese newspaper. They don't say what Liverpool's proposed bid will be, but they are very clear, the Portuguese newspaper, what Sporting Club de Portugal's valuation is, and that is 45 million euros plus 5 million euros in bonuses, and there will be no discounts in this sale according to the newspaper. Liverpool are also warned of competitions from the Premier League for Nunes, with the outlet pointing out that Man City and Wolves are also interested in the player. They say that this race could accelerate the midfielder's transfer. The truth is that Nunes has been linked with Manchester City and Wolves for quite some time, as well as Liverpool, but those two other clubs didn't make a move for Nunes. So if Liverpool want to sign him, there is a clear shot at Nunes, because not one other club are in any advanced negotiations with Sporting for the transfer of Matheus Nunes. And short term, Nunes could be the understudy of Thiago, but long term he could be the actual replacement of either Thiago or Henderson, who are both over 30 years old, and sooner or later Liverpool will need to strengthen in midfield. I think in this transfer window we concentrated more on bringing in attackers. We brought in Fabio Carvalho, we brought in Darwin Núñez, of course we brought in Calvin Ramsey as well, but I think Liverpool just need a midfielder signing as well, in my opinion. He's just 23 years old. He was born actually in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He's 6 foot tall, that's 183 centimeters tall, and usually he's deployed in a double pivot position in a 3-4-3 formation, operating as a number 8, so as a box-to-box midfielder looking to get forward and contribute to the attack, but also he has a good passing range and he can make different types of passes, whether he's looking to switch the play or try to break lines with penetrative passes or passes that split the opposition backline, and he's highly effective in that. He also has the ability to get the ball in deep areas, carry it forward and distribute it among the forward players, make progressive runs, because he has a little bit of speed and strength to make these runs, while also displaying very good technique on the ball. And Nunes, because he has good anticipation and he is good at reading the game, he can make effective interceptions and challenges. And last season he played 50 games for Sporting, which is pretty incredible. He's a very fit player, playing 50 games in total in the Portuguese league, into 2 cups plus the international tournaments. The European tournament is really impressive, scoring 4 goals. In the previous season he also played 39 games, so he's not an injury prone player, and he's also already Portuguese international, already played 8 times for the Portugal national team, and he also scored against Turkey in a World Cup qualifier in 2022 in March actually. And Matheus Nunes also helped Sporting to a league title and a cup double in the 2021 season, when Sporting won for the first time in a long time the Portuguese league, and they also won the Portuguese Cup as well. His current market value is around 35 million pounds. So I think Sporting's valuation of 40 million is a little bit too steep, but hopefully Liverpool can negotiate the price down if they are really interested in him. And even though he's only 23 years old, he already played 140 games competitively, scoring 10 goals in those and 11 assists. So he's not really a goal scoring midfielder, but he's still also very, very young. So you have to give him time to develop and grow. And that's the benefit of signing a young player like him, that Jurgen Klopp can mold him and shape him into a player that perfectly fits into the role that Jurgen Klopp sees him for, in the Liverpool side. And not only did he score 4 goals, but he also got 5 assists last season for Sporting as well, so he contributed to 9 goals in total, which is pretty damn good. And actually, one of his best games came against one of the best teams in Portugal, against Benfica, where Sporting won 3-1, and Nunes scored and assisted in that game on March the 12th. So if you want to watch him, probably look up the Benfica Sporting highlights of that 3-1 win for Sporting, and also you can see Darwin Nunes in that highlights reel as well. And what is also very attractive about Matheus Nunes is that Sporting value him at around 30-35 million, and he wouldn't command a particularly high wage, so he would easily fit into Liverpool's very strict wage structure. So if Liverpool were to sign him, we would have no problem signing him on a long contract with very moderate wages, because even 70-80k weekly wages would be much more and much higher than what he's getting at Sporting, because there is a huge gap between Premier League footballers' wages and the Portuguese league players' wages. And watching his highlight reels, of course I don't claim to watch Portuguese league regularly, but watching his highlight reels, he's very good at dribbling out from tight spaces, and he's also very good at one-on-one situations where he needs to drop his shoulder and just get past 1 or 2 people. But of course you have to also take it into account that it's against Portuguese league midfielders and defenders, so maybe he doesn't come up against a very high quality opposition many times. But also in the Champions League he has done well. He got 2 assists in the Champions League. He also got an assist, I think, against Borussia Dortmund, if I remember correctly. And watching his highlights, I think it's very impressive how quick he is, and also how agile he is, and also his technique on the ball is pretty amazing, and he can run forward, and when the time is right he can pass the ball off. So overall my verdict is that for around 30-35 million I think he would be a terrific signing for Liverpool, somebody who is not too expensive, with not too high of a wage, but also the way that he can dribble past people and drop his shoulder is really awesome and really promising, and hopefully Liverpool can negotiate the price down a little bit. Sporting are of course not in an amazing financial shape, so they would welcome getting a brilliant transfer fee from Liverpool. That's the main business model of Portuguese clubs like Benfica, Sporting and Porto, to develop young players and sell them when they have their highest valuation as a young player, because they just can't pay the wages of what these soon to become top players require, because if they would pay the higher wages, then they would just not be able to, of course, sell them for a profit, and then they wouldn't have enough money to pay these wages week in, week out. So that's their whole business model would collapse if they would just keep these players and give them bigger contracts. So basically this news report is saying that Sporting would accept around 38-37 million pound base transfer fee plus another 4 million in add-ons and bonuses. Do Liverpool go for it, or do we try to negotiate the price down? I think we know the answer for that. I think Liverpool would want to negotiate the price down. Most of his time Matheus Nunes played on the left side of midfield, but also he had some games where he played on the right. So he's a versatile player. Apart from probably playing as a winger or as a striker, he can play in any position in midfield or in defensive midfield, in attacking midfield. So what do you make of this transfer news? Let me know, Liverpool fans, in the comments below. And I want to say that from tomorrow onwards there will be daily uploads of the FIFA 22 Liverpool career mode and other career modes as well. So every day there will be a new career mode video on FIFA 22, not necessarily necessarily Liverpool career mode, because I'm starting another series very soon. I already edited a lot of episodes in advance, so I just need to commentate over them and I need to post them. So I'm really excited for this new era of my YouTube channel. Of course, the daily Liverpool news updates will keep continuing on my channel, so no worries about that. The career modes will be just in addition to those uploads, so I'm really excited to have this great summer upload frenzy on my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.